Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about the ellipse. Transforming standard form to general form. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So this is the general form of an ellipse. That would be ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus e equals 0. So we transform the standard form into this form. So once again, we do have 5 examples class because I will give more examples for you to really understand how to transform the standard form into general form. So the first part of our video class, we will be answering 1 to 3. So for numbers 1 and 2, with our h and k is at 0, 0. So h is 0 and k is 0 for numbers 1 and 2. For number 3, we do have the value of h, but our k is 0. Now for number 4 and 5, the value of h and k, we do have the value of h and k. So this will be quite complicated for numbers 4 and 5 because we need to do the square of binomial. So we will explain that on the video class for you to really understand how to solve this one. So we will focus first class on numbers 1, 2, and 3. And I will just put the link class in the description down below with regards to numbers 4 and 5. Alright, so we will be answering this one class step by step for you to really understand how to solve this one. Alright, so let me copy the equation. That would be x squared over 4 plus y squared over 9 equals 1. Once again, class, if you want to transform the standard form into general form, the thing that you will do, class, is you need to eliminate the denominators. You need to remove these denominators, class. Why is that, sir? Because it's very complicated, class, if you're dealing with rational equations, if you're dealing with fractions. Now, how to remove the denominators, sir? To remove the denominators, you need to find the LCM, the least common multiple. Now, do you still remember, class, during your elementary years, if the teacher will ask you to find the multiples of 4, you will do it this way, right? 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and so on. Just add 4. So to find the LCM or the multiples of 4, and so on, right? 4 times 5 is 20, 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 7 is 28, and so on. So these are the multiples of 4. Now for the multiples of 9, if you still remember, you have 9 times 1 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18, 9 times 3 is 27, 9 times 4 is 36, and so on. So do we have a common number, class, for 4 and 9? Check the equation, class. Do we have common number? Nope, we don't have a common number. So let's continue. 28, so 4 times 8 is 32, and next number will be 36. Now, do we have a common number now? Yep, the common number is 36. So therefore, the LCM of 4 and 9, that is 36. But once again, class, it will take time if you do it this way. So the thing that you will do, class, you do it this way. You find a number, the least number that we can divide this 4 and 9 by that particular number. So you find a number, class, that we can divide this 4 and 9 by that particular number. Of course, that would be 36, right? Because we can divide 36 by 4, and we can also divide 36 by 9. Alright, so that's how you find the LCM, class. But once again, class, there are some cases that you can just simply multiply the denominators, class, 4 and 9. 4 times 9, that is 36. So the LCM is 36. But once again, class, not all. Not all, class, because example number 3, class, check this one out. 4 times 16, that is 64. But the LCM of 4 and 16, that's only 16, class. The least common multiple of 4 and 16, that's only 16. Why is that, sir? Because we can divide 16 by 4. We can also divide 16 by 16. So the LCM of 16 and 4, that is 16. So once again, you can multiply. There are some cases that you can just simply multiply the denominators, but not all. So example number 3, the LCM is just 16. Because we can divide 16 by 4, we can divide 16 by 16. Once again, to find the LCM, just think it this way, class. You find a number, the least number that we can divide the given numbers by that particular number. Alright, so once you get the LCM, you multiply the LCM by this equation. Alright, so multiply 36 by this equation, then you distribute, class. Distributive property. Alright, so 36 times this equation, that would be 36 times x squared over 4. Then you distribute this one, 36 times this equation, plus 36 times y squared over 9. Then 36 equals 36 times 1. Alright, and then can we divide 36 by 4? Yep, we can reduce this one. We can divide 36 divided by 4 is 9. So this will be 9. 36 divided by 9 is 4. Alright, so we just eliminated the denominators. Once again, class, we can reduce 36 divided by 9 and 4 is 9. Then 36 divided by 9 is 4. So we just eliminated the denominators, class. So this will be multiply 9 times x squared. That would be 9x squared. Positive 4 times y. That's positive 4y squared. Equals 36 times 1, that is 36. Alright, so that's why, class, we find the LCM to eliminate the denominators. 36 divided by 4, that is 9. So the remaining is 9. And we have 9x squared. 9 times x squared, 9x squared. 4 times y squared, 4y squared equals 36. Now, once again, in our general form, class, all of the equations will be on the left of this equal sign. This is our equal sign. This will be left. This is right. All of the equations will be on the left side. So we transpose this 36 from right to left. From right to left. Once again, once you transfer an equation from this equal sign, you always change the sign, class. Alright, so this is positive 36. It will be negative 36. So the final answer will be 9x squared plus 4y squared. This is positive 36. It will be negative 36 equals 0. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 1. Easy, right? For number 1. Alright, that's the answer for number 1, class. Now, if the teacher will ask you to find the value of A, B, C, D, and E, once again, this is already the general form. Just in case, class, if the teacher will ask you to find the value of A, B, C, D, and E, so our A, class, is beside x squared. Check the equation, class. Our A is beside x squared. So our A is 9. Our B is beside y squared. So our B is 4 beside y squared. Our C, so C is beside x with exponent of 1. X with exponent of 1. Do we have it here? Nope, we only have x squared. We don't have x with exponent of 1. Example, class, like linear term, class. Example for x. Do we have example like that in our equation? Nope, we don't have. So our C is 0. If we don't have the value of C, just write 0. And our D is beside y with the exponent of 1. dy, y is the exponent of y is 1. Do we have it here? Nope, we only have y squared, in which our y squared is beside b. So therefore, our d, we don't have it here. Example for d, class, example 6y. So this is example of d. The exponent of y is 1. So this will be our d, but we don't have in this equation. So therefore, our d is 0. And our e is the constant, class. E is the constant, the number alone. So e is negative 36. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 1. All set for number 1. Alright, so let's try number 2. Let me erase this one. Easy, right, for number 1. So that's it, class. That's how you find, or that's how you solve or convert the standard form into general form. Let's try number 2. So let me copy. X squared over 6 plus y squared over 8 equals 1. Once again, class, you find the LCM, the least common multiple. So for 6 and 8, what would be the least number, class, that we can divide that number by 6? We can divide this number, 6 and 8, by that particular number, the least number, class. Of course, there would be, you don't need to multiply, class, because if you multiply 6 and 8, 6 times 8, the answer is 48. Alright, but we need to find the least number. I think, class, the least number is 24. Can we divide, can we divide the 6 by 24? Can we divide 24 by 6? Yep, we can divide 24 by 6. Can we divide 24 by 8? Yep, we can divide 24 by 8. So 24 divided by 6 is 4. 28 divided by 8 is 3. Alright, so the least number, or the LCM, is 24. So once again, there are some cases that you don't need to multiply because it will be a large number. So you need to find the LCM, the least common multiple. So once again, for 6, if you do it this way, once again, 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, 6 times 4 is 24. And for 8, that would be 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 is 32. So the least common number is 24. The LCM is 24. Alright, so once again, class, do not multiply the numbers directly because it will be large numbers. You need to find the LCM, class, the least common multiple. So you think it this way, class. What would be the least number that we can divide this 6 and 8 by that number? Of course, that would be 24. So the LCM is 24. Now, once you get the LCM, you distribute, class. You multiply the LCM by this equation. Alright, distribute. So this will be 24 times this equation. So 24 times x squared over 6 plus 24 times this equation. 24 times this equation, y squared over 8 equals 24 times 1 or 1 times 24. Then you divide, class. You check if we can reduce. Yep, we can reduce. 24 divided by 6 is 4. So this will be 4. Then 24 divided by 8 is 3. So this will be 3. We just eliminated the denominators, class. So it will be easy for us to answer this one. So 4 times x squared, that would be 4x squared. Plus 3 times y squared, that would be positive 3y squared. Equals 24 times 1 is 24. Alright, and then we transpose this 24 from right to left because we need to follow this equation that all of the equations will be on the left side of this equal sign. So this will be 4x squared plus 3y squared. This is positive 24. It will be negative 24 equals 0. Alright, that's it, class. That's the answer for number 2. Easy, right? This number 2, class, is actually requested from one of our subscribers and our followers. So I would like to give thanks and shout out to them. This answer for number 2 is for you. Alright, so our A, let's just find the value of A, B, C, D, and E, class. Because there are some teachers that they will ask you to find this particular values, A, B, C, D. So our A is beside x squared. So our A is 4. Our B is beside y squared. Our B is 3. And our C is beside x. We don't have it here. X with exponent of 1. We don't have in the equation. So our C is 0. Our D beside y with exponent of 1 for y. Nope. We only have y squared. So our D is 0. And our E is the constant, the number alone. Negative 24. That's it, class. A, B, C, D, E. All set for number 2. Easy, right? For number 2. So let's try number 3. So for number 3, class, we have H, the value of H, but we don't have the value of K. Alright, so let me copy the equation. X plus 3 over 4 quantity squared plus y squared over 16 equals 1. So once again, what would be the LCM of 4 and 16? You find a number, the least number that we can divide this 4 and 16 by that particular number. Of course, that would be 16. So the LCM is 16. So you multiply 16 by every equation. So this will be 16 times, alright? I will just put bracket plus since we have the parentheses. So 16 times this equation, x plus 3 squared over 4 plus 16 times this equation, 16 times y squared over 16 equals 16 times 1 or 1 times 16. That's the same, class. Alright, can we divide 16 by 4? Yep, we can divide 16 by 4. 16 divided by 4 is 4. And 16 divided by 16 is 1. So, then multiply 4 times this equation. That will be 4 times x plus 3 quantity squared plus 1 times y squared. That's y squared. we just canceled 16 class. So the remaining will be y squared. 1 times y squared is y squared. Equals 16 times 1 is 16. Alright, so almost done for number 3. Now check this one class. Can we multiply 4 by this quantity? Nope, we cannot. Why is that, sir? Because we need to follow PEMDAS. Do you still remember PEMDAS, class? Parentheses, exponent comes first before multiplication. So we need to simplify this one first. Parentheses, then exponent. Parentheses, exponent. PEMDAS, class. Parentheses, exponent. So simplify this one, x plus 3 quantity squared. What do you mean by x plus 3 quantity squared, class? It means that you multiply this x plus 3 by itself twice. This is the same with x plus 3 times x plus 3. Alright, so once again, x plus 3 quantity squared, it means you multiply x plus 3 by itself twice. And we can do the FOIL method. Later on, class, we also explain the square of binomial. It's easy, class, if you master the square of binomial, this will be really easy for you to simplify this one. If you master the square of binomial, we will explain that class later on. And I would also put the link on the description down below with regards to the square of binomial. So x times x, first x times x, that would be x squared. Outer, x times positive 3, that's positive 3x. Inner, 3 times x, that's positive 3x. Then last, positive 3 times positive 3, that's positive 9. Then combine like terms, combine this one. This will be x squared, 3x plus 3x. Once again, if you're adding polynomials, simply add the numbers. 3 plus 3 is 6, positive 6. Then copy the variable, copy the literal coefficient. Copy x, class. That will be positive 6x plus 9. So this will be our answer, x squared plus 6x plus 9 if we do the FOIL method. Alright, x squared plus 6x plus 9. So this will be 4 times x squared plus 6x plus 9. Alright, let me explain the square of binomial, class. So x plus 3 quantity squared. Once again, class, if you master the square of binomial, this will be really easy for you, class. Okay, easy for you to simplify this one. What's the rule in the square of binomial? What will be the procedures? First, you square the first term. So this is the first term, this is the second term, so you square the first term. You square the first term. And then you multiply the first term and second term times 2. Multiply the first term and second term. X times 3 times 2 times 2. Then you square the last term. Square the last term. This second term plus square the second term. 3 squared. That's it, class. Then you simplify. Square the first term, x times x, x squared. Then multiply the first term and second term times 2. X times 3 is 3x times 2. That's positive 6x. You square the last term, 3 times 3. That's positive 9. Once again, class, if you master this one, the square of binomial, in just one look, class, you can answer this one right away. Example, class, let's do it again. Okay, let's answer this one 3 to 5 seconds if you can make it. If you master this one, class, I'm sure that you can answer this one within 10 seconds, 5 or 3 seconds. So you square the first term, x times x, x squared. You multiply the first term and second term. X times 3 is 3x times 2. That would be positive 6x. Then you square the last term. 3 times 3, that's positive 9. That's it. Easy, right? For the square of binomials. If you master the square of binomial, class, I'm sure, class, it will be really easy for you to solve this one. Alright, and then plus y squared equals 16. Then you distribute, class. Distribute this one. You multiply. So 4 times x squared, that will be 4x squared. 4 times positive 6x, that's positive 24x. 4 times 9, that's positive 36. Plus y squared equals 16. Alright, and then you arrange, class. You arrange. So this will be 4x squared plus y squared. So we have x squared, then y squared, then x plus 24x plus 36, then transpose 16 from right to left. This is positive. It will be negative 16 equals 0. Do we have like terms, class? Yep, we can combine 36 and negative 16. So this will be 4x squared, final answer, plus y squared, plus 24x, 36 minus 16, that would be 20. Positive 20 equals 0. All set for number 3, class. That's the answer. Now, if the teacher will ask you to find the value of a, b, c, d, and e, so our a is beside x squared, beside x squared, so our a is beside x squared, so our a is 4. Our b is beside y squared, so if we didn't see any number on this y squared, beside y squared, understood that there's 1 here, class. Understood to be 1. So our b is 1, our c is beside x. Beside x, our c is 24, our d is beside y with the exponent of 1. Do we have it here? Nope, we don't have, 0. And our e is positive 20. That's it, class. All set for number 3. Alright, so that's the answer for number 3. So if you have some questions with regards to numbers 1, 2, and 3, and with regards to ellipse, go ahead, class, or you put your question in the comment section down below, because we will be answering that one. And I hope you learned something new today, class. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, do not forget the part 2 of our video. We will be answering this one. Alright, quite tricky, but do not be worried. We need to explain this one step by step. Once again, this is Teacher MJ, and I hope you learned something new today. Goodbye. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.